Alright guys, Zaxter99 here with another video, another first play video. Guys, I tried to get into this game because when you look at the trailer here for this particular game, on the store page, this game came out yesterday. It's published and developed by Jack G, evidently his first game on Steam. But yeah, when you look at the trailers, it looks like a fun little game. It looks like there's definitely a lot of work put into this game, and it's kind of a mining, crafting, colony sim type of a game. But when we go into this game, guys, I want to show you the problems I'm having with this game right now and why I do not recommend that you spend the $8 on this game right now. Seems like a great price for the amount of content that you might have, but this game is a big no for me, and I'll show you why right after this.
Zaxter 99.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Earth Elements Dig, Mix, and Build. So, in 3 words, dig, mix, and build, resource collecting, building, and surviving game with not one but a few game characters. Start with digging P elements on map, mix in mixers. Build new features on map, advance an EPO, finally reach portal, or collect specific amount to win game. So as you can see right here in the description, guys, it doesn't look like it has very good grammar. And the surprising thing to me is here that it's only offered in English. So I don't know why the grammar is so bad, guys, but let's go ahead and show you how confusing and bad this game is. So we have Earth Elementals. It pops up in a window here, and it says resource collecting, base building, there's a comma but no space, and surviving game, with not one game character but a few. You play with a group of Rondwans. What the hell is a Rondwan? Doing tasks, not tasks, on map. Start with basic digging of P elements, spelled wrong. Build features on map. Finally, find a way to portal, not the portal. Or collect specific amount tile. Again, just horrid grammar here. To win, capitalize, a game. Of course, while doing all that, yours P objects, again, horrible grammar here. And what is up with P objects and Rondwans and P elements, spelled wrong? Need to survive. Developed by Jack G with a Godot game engine. So I'm not going to take anything away from this developer. It does look like he spent a lot of time in this game and made quite an interesting little game. So if we go in here, we go to the tutorial, guys, which I tried to do. There are 3 possibilities, spelled wrong again, to move map world. 4 arrow keys, 4 ASDW, use mouse and press hold middle mouse button to move mouse in 4 directions. For this task tutorial, again, why are these capitalized? Please use all 4 arrow keys to move map around. After that, tutorial will proceed automatically, spelled wrong, to next task. Why is task capitalized? Yeah, it definitely looks like a foreign developer who doesn't know English grammar very well. But we are using the arrow keys here now. And then it goes and tells us to use mouse or left click on tab to get up our menu. Okay, so if I hit tab, it doesn't do anything. Left click. Well, how do you left click on tab? Use mouse and left click on tab. Anyway, for this task tutorial, please use the mouse wheel a few times. Horrible grammar. Notice how task menus are switching. On next tutorial, task menus will be set correctly automatically. Again, so many words misspelled. Use mouse wheel a few times. Okay, so we're using the mouse wheel, and the camera was moving a minute ago. But we close all this, guys. Set drop zone by me. That's good location. So we come in here, we put this here, but To set a drop zone, we have to come... okay, use round 1, press set to build, and press a drop zone. Okay. Repeat build. Set to build. How do we set this to build? Close menu. Build task. Set to build. There we go. Then drop zone. Okay. I am not busy. Set task for me, the guy says. And this is... yeah, this is Mari. M-A-R-R-Y. So if we hover our cursor over this stuff, it doesn't tell us what this is. We just have this really small icon. And the problem here, guys, is that when you're moving this cursor around and you're trying to see stuff, see how, like, the info tab there, where my cursor is going up behind the wall? We have the same kind of thing over here. We can't see what these menu items are because the information box is behind everything else. So this game is infuriating to try to learn how to play with the tutorial because there's so many grammar problems and misspelled words, and it just makes it a nightmare to read. And then I also don't think that this game is laid out properly. I don't think enough time was spent making sure that things like your information box there, when you hover cursors over things, making sure that it doesn't show up over everything else. So it's probably, you know, it might be a good game at some point, and I do feel like the developer put a lot of time into this, but right now, at least to me, it's not worth your $8, because, I mean, you can come over here and you can... it's just really confusing to me. So you have different things that you can go mine, I guess, and so if we click on this, we set a build task, set to build. We did the drop zone already. I think we have to do another one. Hang on. Yeah. And set to work. So yes, we're getting him digging. But he is actually digging, but you can't zoom in or anything like that on what the guy is doing. And it's just really... it's really not user-friendly. Really hard to understand what you're exactly doing because, yeah, I mean, like this, it said I got plus something 100, but you couldn't even read it because it was behind everything else. So this game is a really clustered mess, I feel like. I do feel like this developer has probably a good idea, but the implementation of this game is just not user-friendly, and the UI is nothing but a horrible mess. As you can see, we got Mary, the charts going over this text here. More text kind of pop up over it, and everything's just all clustered together and unreadable, pretty much. And then even here, you can't even really tell what's going on. And then another problem with the game is that this developer, for whatever reason, decided to call things, instead of like workers, he calls them P objects. Almost like what they're called, you know, developing the code. Hey, this is a P object. Hey, this is a P element. Things like that when he's coding. Rather than calling these things like workers or, you know, resources or whatever, they're called P objects and P elements and things like that, which is very confusing as well. Guys, until this developer cleans this game up and makes it a lot more user-friendly, cleans up some of his grammar, and calls things as we see them, you and I, like workers and resources instead of P elements and P objects and things like that, I just cannot get into this game, and I can't give it my recommend. I would love to know what you guys have to say about this game, though. Earth Elements is getting a negative review for me, unless the developer can go back in and make some drastic changes to clean up both the UI, make it a lot less confusing, and also fix a lot of these grammar mistakes, because he just, you know, it's just loaded with grammar errors all over the place. So be sure you comment down below, guys. Let me know. This has been Zaxter99. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.